Hey y'all, it is Becca, and today, if you couldn't already tell by the title, I will be doing another makeup tutorial. Whoop, whoop. So in this makeup tutorial, I will be teaching you how to do stage makeup. And basically, stage makeup is what you wear for competitions, or if you have a performance, or if you're performing at a football game. Basically, it's geared towards that. But if you're not the one doing any of those that I just listed, fine by me if you wear this every day. I don't care. Whatever you want to do, you be yourself. So let me go put my hair back and take off my makeup to become a fetus, and we'll be ready to get started. Welcome to my face. So we're just gonna start this tutorial off with some primer. And what we want to use primer for is to keep our makeup on all the time we're performing, because we're going to be sweating, and it's just, we don't want it to melt off our face. So that's when the primer comes in, and the primer is just going to lock that makeup onto your face and make it stay there. So after we have a base to our face, I always go to the eyes, and for that, I will be using another primer, and this is the Urban Decay Primer Potion. If you don't have access to a primer, concealer works great. So just use concealer. And you just want to put this all over your eyelid. So after that, we're going to be using some tape, and I know this might seem weird, but trust me, this is going to be so much easier in the future, and it's just going to make your eyeshadow look 10 million times better. So you just want to take a tiny piece like this, and you're going to place it on the back of your hand, squish it down, and rip it off a few times. And what this does is it takes some of the stickiness off of it, so it doesn't pull on your eyes when you take it off. So it's a lot better than just using straight up tape. Another tip that I have is fold an edge down. So I'm just gonna fold this edge. It's not sticky in this one little part, and that is the part that's going to go under my eye. So you're just going to want to put it on following your under eye. So wherever your under eye goes, you just want to follow that up. Great. And I know this is a little bit confusing, and it's kind of crazy and super uncomfortable the first time you do it, but trust me, you'll get used to it. So now that we look like some type of alien from another planet, it's time to get right into the eyeshadow. So when we put our primer on, that made our eyes kind of sticky and tacky, so the eyeshadow will stick on better, but that kind of affects the blending of your eyeshadow. So we want to start off with a eyeshadow base. You're just going to want to take something neutral and put it on top of wherever you put that eyeshadow primer. And it's not any fancy colors or anything, it's just something that will kind of blend into your skin tone, and it's just going to be a great base. Oops. Now that you got your base all over your eye, it's time to work in the darker colors. So now you can either take a lighter brown or a taupe color, and you're going to put that in your crease. So your crease is right here. Your crease is basically where your eyelid and like your eyebrow bone meet. So that little part that kind of folds over, that's your crease. Find that and blend that eyeshadow in. And you want to blend all the way onto the tape. So it's okay if you touch the tape and, you know, get eyeshadow on it. That's the point of the tape, and that's why it's there. So now it should look something like this. Not very different, just a transition color. So now you're just going to take a darker brown and put it right in your crease where we put that other color. And instead of bringing it all the way in, you're just going to keep it on the outer half. And this is going to make your eyes look bigger. Don't start with a lot of eyeshadow right from the beginning. You can always start off with a very tiny amount and build your way up if you think it's too light, because you can't go back if it's too dark. You just can't do that. It's kind of near to impossible. So start with a little bit of product and then build your way up. So you should be looking like a little bit of a maniac right now, but we're gonna fix that. So take that same dark brown color, and instead of doing it in the crease, we're gonna go kind of below the crease, so on our eyelid or right here, and just blend the color down there, like that. So now I'm just gonna go in with like a clean blending brush and just kind of just blend all those lines out. Just blend it all out. That's pretty much eyeshadow. If you want to make it darker, then make it darker, but I am just going with this for right now. And the next step is eyeliner. So I got my eyeliner and let's get to it. Just make a thin line across your eyelid following your lash line. So you just want to make a line like this. So now comes the part that people think is the hardest part ever, but really since we have the tape there, it's gonna be super easy and a breeze. Okay, this is basically going to be a tip and a refuge that saves your life all the time. You are going to draw right on the tape line. That's all you're going to do, and that's gonna be creating the base of your wing. Boom. One side done. Just going to take the tip of the wing and we're just going to very slowly drag it down and connect it to the line that we made earlier. And from there you could just fill it in and make it however you would like to do it, I guess. So boom, now you have your eyeliner. It looks super duper good because the tape basically was your guideline and the tape helped you. You want to wait for your eyeliner to dry since I used a liquid, because if you take it off right then and there, it's going to smear or smudge it. So just kind of let it sit for a little bit, let it dry, and then you're just going to peel it off. Now you should have a sharp, clean line. So the eyes took a really long time. Now let's just get done with the face. I'm just starting off with a little bit of concealer to get those dark circles gone, because we don't want them. And then also just use the concealer to conceal any blemishes that you might have or that are bothering you. I have a lot at the moment. And then take whatever you want to use for blending, whether that be a beauty blender or a brush or your fingers. They all work just fine. So now before we go on, I'm just going to set my concealer. It's really important to set any liquid on your face, because if you don't, it has a better chance of not staying in place. This is a lot coming from someone that loves makeup so dearly, but I absolutely hate liquid foundation. Oh my god. It's so hard to work with, and I think it's just so heavy and it's too much. So I love using powder foundation, and this one right here from Tarte is a dream. It's so amazing and I love it so much. As an alternative, you don't have to get this super high-end one. They sell great ones at the drugstore. I know CoverGirl has a really good one at the drugstore, so if you need a powder foundation, check it out. And make sure you blend it into your neck so it doesn't look like you have a mask on, because that's one of my biggest makeup pet peeves. People who don't blend foundation into their neck drives me insane. Next step is to add some dimension to our face with some bronzer, and you don't have to completely like carve out your cheeks. This is mainly just to warm up your skin tone and just make you look more alive. and not like Casper, which I obviously look like right now. So you just want to focus this in the hollows of your cheeks and then just bring it up to your temples. And whenever you're performing, you need a good amount of blush. So I'm just going to be using this Revlon one in Marvelous. So when you're up close and personal, you might look a little bit like a clown, but when you're far away performing for an audience, it's gonna look completely natural and it's gonna look really, really good. Now we're going to be going back to the eyes, like same fluffy brush, I guess. We're going to be dipping it in that light taupe color, and we're just going to very lightly and gently bring that shadow down on our bottom lash line a tiny little bit. And what this does is it just balances out the look. And it might not look like it makes a huge difference, but trust me, it does. And the last step on the eyes is to do mascara and eyelashes, but for the sake of this video, I will not be putting on eyelashes. But if you'd like to see how I put on my fake eyelashes, comment down below and I would be happy to do a video on that. So I'm just taking a mascara and combing through my eyelashes a good amount of times. No competition makeup look is complete with the iconic red lip. So now I'm going to be taking the red lipstick and just putting it on my lips. My particular lippy is really matte and really drying, so I'm just going to be taking a just clear lip gloss and putting it right on top. And like I always say, this step is completely optional, but I'm just going to finish off by doing my eyebrows. And that's the finished look. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. And if you have any questions, comment down below. I love you guys so, so much, and I will see you next Friday. Bye, guys. Competition makeup is super duper fun, so do it now. Okay, bye.